Hello, my name is Rachel and this is my channel, The Girl with a Pilates Mat. Welcome to today's class. So we are doing a 25-minute standing Pilates session today with light weights, and I'm emphasizing light weights, okay, because it's not about using heavy weights. We are going to be working all the global muscles, but we're also going to be working more importantly on the smaller intrinsic muscles. The idea of that is a lot of the work we do in Pilates is to help prevent injury or rehabilitate from injury as well. So this is going to be a great workout. It's really going to improve your posture. It's going to give you good standing strength. You're going to work your legs, your hips, your glutes, all of your back muscles, your arms and your shoulders. So if you're ready, let's begin. All right, so unusually, you're going to take your weight, you're going to put it down on the floor. And what we're going to do is just roll out the feet just to really wake up the legs and the nerves and everything in the legs connected to the glutes so you can really get the best out of the session. So weight goes down and you're going to put one foot, doesn't matter which, one foot on the weight. All right, and you're just going to put the heel on the top. Can you see? And then I want you to gently press down on it. So you're kind of, it's like a trigger point massage on the foot. All right, and then you're going to roll your foot back and forth, applying as much pressure as you feel you can manage. It can be very sore, so bear that in mind. And then when you've done a few rolls back and forth, stop in the middle of the foot, so where the arch of your foot is, try and place your toes down, and then again press down. Oh, yes, I can feel that. Press down, you're just releasing all the fascia in the feet there. All right, and then we're going to just do a roller back and forth again, applying a little bit more pressure if you can. And then you're going to stop, you're going to bring the weight right under the base of all your toes, base of where the metatarsals is, so the ball of the foot. And again, just gently press down, all right? You're going to really feel the difference in a minute between the 2 feet, all right? So let's swap over. Just take a moment. Can you feel the difference between the foot you've worked on and the foot you haven't? You're suddenly more alive in the foot and the leg. So let's go do that on the other side. So we're going to start with it under the heel, and then you're going to lean into it, weight pressing down. All right, it might feel quite uncomfortable. If it is, it means you really need this. All right, and then come back, roll your foot back and forth. Try and go into those knotty areas, whoops, wherever it feels a little bit tender. It's good to do that. And then stop underneath the middle of your foot where your arch is. And if you can put your toes down on the floor and then gently press down. Like I can feel that going all the way up my leg, so I know that I need that. All right. And then one more time, roll it back and forth. And then you're going to stop at the base of the toes, so ball of the foot. And again, lean into it. Just use your body weight to just press down there. Good. And release. All right. Give your toes a little wiggle. Pick up your weight. And let us begin. So let us start with a little warm-up for the arms and the back. So we're going to stand with our feet hip width apart, and then all you do is lift the heels and bring them together. All right, that's going to switch on your glutes. And here we go, standing nice and tall. So we're going to bring this arm up. We want the arm slightly rounded, so it's going to come up in line with the shoulder. It's going to go out to the side, and then we're going to take it down. Same thing with the other side. So bring the arm up, take it out, and bring it down. Can you see my arms are slightly rounded? That's where we're getting all the work. Then both together, up, out, and all the way down. And then we're going to bring them all the way up. Shoulders stay down, and all the way down. Let's repeat. So we're going to do up, out, and all the way down. Other side, up, out, and all the way down. Together, up, out, and down, and then going all the way up and all the way down. I'm going to do this 2 more times. So right and down, left and down together. Good. All the way up, out and all the way down. Right. Good. Left. Together. Good. And then all the way up and all the way down. All right, let's start working through the whole body now. So really think about posture all the way through this. We are constantly standing tall. We're constantly using our back muscles. So very simple movement with the leg. The leg is just going to come forward and come back, okay? But we're going to add the arms into it. So slightly rounded arms, and then the arms lift as the leg goes forward. They lower as it comes back. Forward and down. Forward and down. Forward and down. Forward and down. Keep going. Forward and down. Forward and down. Forward and down. Now I want you to go forward, hold it here, open the arms, open the leg to the side, and then bring everything down. Now we're taking that foot to the side and the arms out to the side. So it's out and down, out and down. No higher than your shoulders. Good. Try and point the toes. Good. And down, out and down, out and down. Next one, we're going to go out, and now we're going to circle the leg to the back, bring the arms to the front, and then bring everything down. So now leg to the back, arms to the front, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, little bend of the knees, little release, and come up. Now let's do all of that on the other side, just checking where the dog is so I don't touch the dog. Okay, so arms and foot to the front and close. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it here. Now open out, standing tall, really feeling that stretch across the front of the body, and come down. Let's go out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it here. Take the leg to the back, bring the arms to the front, and close. Always tricky on the balance, this one. Here we go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Come in, little knee bend, and up. All right, so keeping the weights down, palms facing forward. We're just going to do a little plie. Arms are going to go out, not too high, and back, but keep those palms facing me. So we're really working on the front of the shoulders. 2, 3. Heels stay down, so we're working on those calf muscles, stretching out the Achilles. Good. We're going to go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Well done. And then from there, just turn your palms in towards you. Let's do the shoulders on their own. So bring the shoulders all the way up, squeeze them behind you, and then draw them all the way down. Draw them up, squeeze, and draw them down. Up, squeeze, and draw them down. Up, squeeze, draw them down. Last one. Up, squeeze, and draw them down. Now turn your palms forward and let's bend at the elbow. And then from here, I'm going to combine 2 movements. So you're going to do your little demi-pliés, but we're also going to do, external rotation of the shoulders. I'm really dry, sorry, just bear with me a second. It's very hot here and my throat's drying up. Okay, so we are here. So as you bend the knees, you are going to open out to the side. Keep those elbows at your waist and then back, open and up. Good. Open and back, open and back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bring the arm down. Now take this foot out to the side and just reach this arm out. And we're going to do a very gentle rotation flexion. Sorry, heat's getting to my brain. And then lift and lower down. I did want to keep this osteoporosis friendly, so we're going gentle. If you do not have osteoporosis, you can of course go into a much deeper side stretch, okay? If you have osteoporosis, you're not going into a big side stretch, you're just reaching up and down. Other side, lift, little stretch, up and down, and lift, little stretch, up and down. Wonderful stuff. Okay, so let's do a little combination move. The legs are going to do a point, a bend, a point, and a close, okay? Arms, we're going to do point, bend, point, and close, okay? Point, bend, point, and close. Point, bend, point, and close. Point, bend. So we're really having to control those weights, and obviously you're holding them up a long time. That's why we're using the ladder weights. Good. I think we've got one more. Point and bend and point and close. Wonderful. Let's go to the other side. So point, bend, point, close, point, bend, point, and close, point, bend. All right, so really think we are opening those arms, but we're trying to control the movement. So we're not throwing anything around. We're really thinking about where we're taking those arms to. Good. Point, bend, point, and close. Last one. Point and close. Well done. Okay, just roll the shoulders out. And then I'm going to go sideways, and we're going to have our right foot back, our left foot forward. Okay, so tummy muscles in, and we're going to hinge at the hips. So we're not bending the spine, we are hinging at the hips. Think of sticking your bottom out, and just let your arms come down. Think about drawing those shoulders back though and sending your chest forward slightly, so you're activating your mid and upper back muscles, and then you're going to draw your elbows back. Slight squeeze of the shoulder blades, tummy's in, and then you're going to reach the arms back. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 2 more, 9, and 10, and come on in, change sides. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible today. All right, so bending that front leg, tummies in, hinging at the hips. All right, arms come down. So really setting our shoulders, setting our posture. Think of chest opening, and then draw the elbows back. Here we go, back, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Well done. Come on in, swap sides. Slightly different this time, so we have got that front leg bent, but we're going to take that weight forward over that leg. So you're working a lot through here, through your postural muscles, your glutes, to hold you in position. Okay, the back leg is going to come off the floor. So tummy's in, back leg off the floor. Arms are going to stay where they are, just hanging down. Eye line, lift your eye line. Okay, we're going to do 10, lift, straight leg lift. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Come on in, change legs. Setting yourself up in the same way. So always think about the posture. Really reach that leg out behind you. Here we go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. And come on in. Very good. All right, let's move up to the knees now. All right, so we're going to start with the hands on the hips. And you are going to have your foot out in front like so. Okay, and then what we're going to do is with the leg is going to lift up, and we're going to do a bend and a straighten. That's all you're going to do, all right? You can choose where you want your arms to be. You can keep your arms out of it by just having hands on the hips or have them this way, or you can have your hands out. I quite like that because it reminds me to keep my chest open, my shoulders back, all right? So we're going to draw this foot up, all right? So lots of balance involved, and here we go, out, and 2. So don't let the thigh drop. 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Now can you hold it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and calm down. Well done. Let's do the other side. So pop that foot out. Okay, now you're going to draw it back, lift it up, and here we go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, and come down, roll your shoulders out. Let's take the leg to the side. Okay, we're going to have this hand on the hip. We're going to work opposite arm and leg. So think about really standing tall. Try not to sink down into this hip. So think of pulling up through the leg, up through the abdominals, through the hip flexors, all the way up through here. So you've got a good posture. And then we're going to lift. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. We're going to try and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come down. So you're really strengthening yourself. As you can see, you're working on your balance as well. Other side. So remember, opposite arm and leg. Let's start standing tall. Tummy's in. Here we go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come in. All right, so just give your hips a little wiggle. All right, let's release those hips a little now. So let's do some circular work. So what we'll do is we'll lift the knee up, we'll circle it out and bring it back down. All right, now your option, if you want to make it a little more challenging, is to bring the arms up, circle out and down, up, out and down. You can leave the arms if that's too much, you decide. Think of drawing that knee around. That's it. Up and out. Up and out. Up and out. Up and out. And up and out. Other side. Up and out. Up and out. Up and out. Up and out. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Good. Shake everything out. Let us do my signature move, which is the standing Pilates, the swan lake with weights. So all of you out there that can visualize yourselves wearing a ballerina tutu, the idea is you do a curtsy, so you're going to take your foot behind. Okay, now when you take your foot behind, it's really easy to do this, as in swivel your body. We don't want to do that. We want to keep hips facing forward, so we're working down through that waistline. Okay, so foot goes behind, you do a little knee bend, both knees turning out. All right, and then you can just step back. So it's this movement with the legs. All right, now you can just do that if you want. That really works the legs and the glutes. You want to add some more work to it. You're going to have your arms up, and as you go behind, you can imagine your arms going over your tutu, going around. They turn to face up behind you, palms to the ceiling, and then you come back. So sideways, it looks like this. And out. All right, let's go. Down, step back. Let's try and keep the arms straight, actually, my mistake. So the arms are rounded here at the front and they straighten as they go behind you. That's it. I'm going to do 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Well done. Second where the dog is, and other side. Okay, so out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done. And come down. Excuse me, I'm getting very hot now. Okay, so from here, back to feet hip width apart. Roll the shoulders out for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Take your weights, put them on the floor, put one there, put the other one to one side. Step back onto that weight. Give your foot a nice roll back and forth. All right, then go onto the heel, lean into it, really press down on that heel. Should feel a lot easier than the beginning of class. And then roll it back and forth. And then stop on the arch of the foot. Gentle pressure is applied. You can keep your toes off or you can press your toes down. And then roll it back and forth. And then stop under the ball of the foot. And again, lean into it, just applying that pressure downward. And then swap to the other side. So roller back and forth. And then roller it out. You've got it under your heel. Anyone who's got plantar fasciitis, this is very, very good. Anyone that dances or runs, anywhere where you really need to use your feet and your balance, this is something to do regularly. I do this every day. And then we're going to go forward and back. Good. And then stop in the center on the arch. Gentle pressure down. That's it. And then forward and back. And then when you're ready, underneath the ball of the foot. And then again, gentle pressure down. Good. Now, if you've got anything nearby you can hold on to, like a wall or a sturdy chair, you're going to hold on to that and you're going to take one leg, doesn't matter which, lift it up, bring the knees together, and then a gentle bend of the knee. And then you're going to press this foot away so you find that stretch wherever that is for you. Find that stretch in your quad muscle. Nice deep breaths. Good. Bring the foot forward and then sitting back. So really think of sticking the bottom out so you're getting the stretch to the back of the leg, flexing this foot as well. So you're really getting that nice stretch. You can hold on to your other knee if you wish. Go as low as you want. Remember not to round your back. Lovely. Good, and then let's do the other side. So taking hold of the foot, knees start together, little bend of the other leg, and then press that foot away and find that stretch wherever it feels good for you. Take some deep breaths. And then bring that foot forward. Keep the toes flexed and then sinking down, bottom out. Really bring those toes towards you so you're really stretching out through the back of that leg. Good. And come up. Give those legs a little shake out. And there you are. That is your session for today. So thank you very much indeed for joining me today. Do press that like button. It really does help me. So if you could show your appreciation by pressing the like button, because that tells the algorithm, it tells YouTube that this is a good quality video. I'd really appreciate if you could do that. And of course, do subscribe if you haven't already, because when you subscribe, that means you get notified whenever I make any kind of new content. It also enables you to be able to chat to me live whenever I'm teaching a live class. All right, so thank you very much for watching. Have a brilliant day and I'll see you soon. Well done, everyone. Oh, I actually got quite hot there in the end. And I'm actually in an air-conditioned studio and I'm boiling at the moment. But anyway, do let me know how that was for you. And I will just focus so you can see me. There we go. And start working through the chat. Just so you know, there were 89 people doing that session live today, all the way around the world. So very proud of all of you, because I know that is incredibly hot where you are. I'm seeing all the messages and all the hot messages on the chat here, and it's really hot here. Yes, very, very hot indeed. In fact, it's good for Boo to be in the studio because it's much cooler here than in our house. But anyway, let me know how today was. Any questions, pop them in the chat now. This is the time that I dedicate for you to answer your questions live. So remember, if you want to ask a question, you need to be a subscriber, because it's subscriber only mode in the live chat. All right, so it's one of the benefits of being a subscriber to the channel. And just some housekeeping for you all. I didn't tell you last week, but I'm going to tell you now that I am actually going to be away for a little while. Don't worry, I'm making lots of plans for you all. But this is my last live until the 21st of July. So my next live class will be Monday, the 21st of July. Cohen and I are going on a holiday. Now, some of you know that we did have a trip in June, and yes, we are having another trip. This is our kind of big holiday. I can't tell you where I'm going now, but I will tell you when we get back. But we're going quite a long way. So what I'm going to do is, or what I have done, and I'm working on this week, is programming the playlist for the next 2 weeks to cover when I'm not here live. And the Mondays and the Fridays will be new videos. And of course, I always have a new video on a Wednesday, because I release one at Wednesday 7:30 every week. So there will be essentially 6 new sessions, plenty to keep you going over the next couple of weeks. And as always, I will release the playlist for the week. First of all, it's an exclusive on Ko-fi, which goes out on a Friday. And then on the YouTube channel, it goes out on Sunday morning. But essentially, the playlists that I make, they run from Monday to Sunday. So this is day 1 of this week's playlist, and this is July week 1. So there'll be a week 2 and a week 3, by which time I'll be back. All right, so all good there. So I wanted to tell you that. And on Friday, the video is 40 minutes, and it's with the mini balls. It's a core stability workout with the core stability ball. So that's what you will have on Friday. So plenty to be getting on with. I also wanted to let you know, if you haven't seen it already and you think it would be helpful, I did a menopause session on Friday that consisted of 30 minutes of exercise and very long actually. I think I talked for about 45 minutes, but there was lots of information about how you can help yourself, nutrition, ways of moving, the things to consider when you are going through that transition in your life, but also when you're over the other side, things that you need to think about. So if any of that is interested to you, it's a kind of woman's health talk, I would say, please go check that out. It's only been up there a couple of days. It's from Friday's session, all right? And you'll also see that that session was sponsored by a British company called Bluecrest. Bluecrest do all kinds of really helpful, actually, health checks. I've been using them, and I have really managed to help myself actually with understanding what's going in my body at the age I am, and slightly tweak, slightly adjust things nutritionally, so I'm kind of in my optimal kind of health for my age. So if you want to find out about all of that, go and have a look at Friday's live Pilates for the Menopause. Okay, right, let's go on to the chat and see who's here. So hi to Cheryl in Virginia. Lovely to see you. Hi to Alison Piercy. Lovely to see you. Oh, you've got much better, much cooler weather, Alison. I wish it was that cool down here. You can see how sunny it is It's lovely having the sunshine, but the humidity I find very difficult, and so does our little Boo. I mean, you can see, she's fast asleep in the corner at the moment. She's got a cool mat in the house that she lies on, and she has one of those cooling jackets that you can put on dogs, which is great in this sort of weather. Anyway, now June Kowalczyk. Have I said that right? Kowalczyk. I've been pronouncing June's name wrong for years, and she's given me the correct way to pronounce it. So hopefully I've got it right today. Kowalczyk. Lovely to see you, June. Yes, it's very hot there as well, is it? Over in Canada, you're going to be moving nice and slow, and you've got the AC on so you can exercise. Well done. Lovely to see you. So Cheryl, oh, I've seen you've asked Kerwin a question. I shall leave that, but I can see he's answered that for you. Yeah, we're on the coast, so we live in Brighton, or just outside Brighton. But in the UK, Cheryl, you've got the kind of the Channel, you've got the coast. We're right on the coast, and then you've got the South Downs, which are all these kind of huge hills. And it's kind of like a little microclimate. So often the weather is completely different on the other side of the hill. So for example, on Saturday, we went to visit family who are closer to London, and it was 19 degrees here and quite cool and sunny, and it was 28 degrees there, and we only went 60 or 70 miles. So it can be very different. It's also now, because of this microclimate, it is a brilliant place for vineyards, believe it or not. So there are a lot of vineyards. Anyone out there who's a wine lover, there are a lot of really amazing vineyards in the South Downs. We even have our own champagne down here as well, producers. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, Leotie, hello to you, Leotie. Leotie says, hello, looking forward to the workout. I've been on vacay for a week and I'm ready to get back. Well, I hope you really enjoyed today. You'll have to excuse me, everyone. I'm really dry. I've been drinking so much water today, but I think it's just the humidity and the mix and going from hot air to cold air. It's really drying up my throat. Anyway, at Sue Wood, lovely to see you. Sue says, it's 26 degrees in my house right now, South Wales. Oh, goodness me, Sue, that is, that kind of temperature in the house, I know, it's really difficult, isn't it? If anyone out there has got tips for keeping cool at home, please feel free to share them. I did read a really good article the other day I think it was on the BBC website, one of which was, and I remember this from when I lived in Madrid many years ago, is you keep all your curtains closed when the sun's up. Keep all your curtains closed, so you're keeping the hot sun off the glass, coming through the glass. Keep your curtains closed. Open your windows when it's cooler at night or very early in the morning, but close them during the day because you don't want the hot air coming into the room. I didn't know that one, but that was a very helpful one. And of course, use fans if you can. I know a lot of people like to use AC, me included. I do have air conditioning in this room, but we don't have it in the house because I know it's not good for climate change. So that's a tricky one to balance that. But yes, try and stay in the shade, stay out of the midday sun. And of course, if you are feeling that this exercise is too much at any point, stop and do something really simple, like just lying on the floor, some gentle movements and gentle stretches, all right? In the weekly playlist that I do, I always try and give you a variety of sessions so that it covers you on a couple of areas, how you feel, but also what the weather's like where you are. So if you're feeling really tired, you can do one of the gentle sessions. There's always a senior session in there. I really recommend those for when you just want to move, but you don't want anything strenuous. Of course, for seniors especially, and I say seniors, I'm talking 65 and over, excuse me, you need to be extra careful in the hot weather. So be very, very easy. Maybe choose to do your movement very early in the morning before the heat of the day starts. That's what I would recommend. That's what I've been doing generally, apart from now when I'm I'm working for you guys. Okay, so June, lovely to see you. Leoti's got 83. Rasha, hello Rasha Al-Kadi or Kadi, I hope I've got that right. Rasha says, hi Rachel, I appreciate your reply to ask about fascia. To your ask about fascia. Recovering from knee effusion, looking for a gentle fascia flow, not ball workout to support the lymph, fascia lines and joint decompression. Yeah, and I think if you've got that knee effusion, Rasha, I don't know if you have an interest in nutrition. I'm sure you do, because you sound like you're very in tune with your body. Looking at anything that can reduce that swelling, that inflammation is always good through your own nutrition. So things like having ginger, that kind of stuff, very, very good. I don't know if this would work for you, Rasha, but I also have a session. I'm just looking down, trying to see. I have a session which is called trigger point massage with the ball. It's not directly on the knee, but it's working all around the fascia of the of the lower back, the glutes, down the hamstrings, down the quads into the hip flexors, and obviously those are all fascia lines. It's very, very good. So that might be one that you might want to check out to do as a sort of a complement to the other work that you are doing. I have made a note that you want a fascia session. I would say go check the one out with the ball. It's not one of these balls. I mean, this is a court ball, which is fine. I think I'm holding a blue ball, I forget, or a green ball in it. I think that would be really helpful for you. And of course, just getting things moving, a roller workout. I don't know if you consider that. That's also very good for working on the fascia, and I've got quite a few of those. You sound like you're an experienced Pilates professional, perhaps. So maybe have a look at the roller workouts. I have several of those that combine the kind of traditional mat work but with a roller, but they also include the fascia work in them. And I've made a note in things to film for future. So that won't be immediately because I'm away for a little bit. And then I've got to get on with my kind of filming plan, but it's definitely going to be done for you. So thank you for your message indeed. Okay, so Marion, you're getting hot. Yeah, I got really hot today, Marion. I hope you're all right. Drinking lots of water, very, very important for everyone. Caroline Ritchie says, hello from Rhode Island. I started late, but I can do the workout again later. Hello, Caroline. Lovely to see you over in Rhode Island. And hello to Carla La Bombard. Hi, Carla. Carla is normally in Long Island, but she's in Lake Como, which just sounds amazing. I hope you're having a wonderful time, Carla, and I hope it's cooler there. You can go and have a dip in that beautiful lake, can't you, at some point? I'm sure that would be delightful. So lovely to see you joining us whilst you're on holiday, Carla. So thank you for saying hello. Hi to Kim B, really lovely to see you, Kim. Hello to Martine de Kerpel, really nice to see you. You're in the car, but you're going to do it later when it's not so hot. That's very good idea, Martine. Hello to Jasmine, who's in Brighton. She's saying, everyone, hi, this is Jasmine in Brighton, just watching today from an air-conditioned cafe while having iced water. I'm going to do this later when it's cooler. That's a good idea. Yeah, there's definitely a lot less people today, Jasmine, at this time, because I just think it's just too hot for everyone. Linda Verney Thompson, hello to you, Linda. Lovely to see you. And Linda is saying, oops, sorry, I'm just going to jump down the chat. Linda's saying, UK houses, wishing we had aircon. I'll be doing this early tomorrow morning instead. Good idea. Yeah, I mean, I think doing your exercise early in the morning this time of year is ideal. And just so you know, if you didn't see it on the chat, everyone, I did actually make this session an easier session because I knew it was going to be a little bit too much today with the heat. So I hope that works for everyone. Remember also, if it gets too much, drop the weights and do without the weights and just get yourself moving, because they're all really good exercises and you can do all those movements with your arms without the weights as well. Marina Clarick says, hello my Pilates friends, it's getting hotter every year. I do remember growing up in Europe, summers were hot but not so humid. Curtains would be drawn during the day. Thank you very much. Yes, that's what we're doing, Marina. And yeah, it is definitely, I mean, we have climate change, don't we? We have climate change and we can all feel it now. So my heart goes out to everyone who is sort of in Europe, in Greece and Spain. They're getting into like 35, 40 degrees, like, oh my goodness. Particularly in Greece, I do send my heart out to anybody there who's having to deal with this temperature. Oh, and Marina says, and the windows will be opened in the mornings and the evenings. It wasn't bad at all. That's great advice. Thank you, Marina. Marina says, that was a nice class. I love adding weights in any class. Thank you. June Kowalczyk says, that was great, Rachel. Balancing is always a good challenge. Something we should work on several times a week. The rolling on the weights was a wee bit uncomfortable. Obviously needed. There you go. Yeah, I brought that in because I suddenly remembered I was doing that the other day and thinking, I don't think I've ever done that. I think I've only done it maybe once on my trigger point massage video, which is strangely hasn't been seen by a lot of people, but it's really, really good. It's not comfortable, but my goodness, how you feel afterwards is amazing. It really kind of wakes everything up. And hopefully you will notice that doing that rolling out with the feet at the beginning, it kind of changed how you stood. It might not have been obvious straight away, but it makes a massive difference to all those connections. You know, obviously your nerves and your muscles, they're all connected to the whole body. They all go up to the spine, through the knees, through the muscles, through the legs. So very, very important to roll out your feet when you can. So thank you for sharing that, June. Kim B says, wonderful. I used £2 and it went well. So maybe 3 next time. Thank you for another great session. You're welcome, Kim. Thank you very much for your lovely dog emoji. I love your doggy emoji. It looks just like Boo. Tracy Waltman. Hi, Tracy. Tracy says, hello, lovely Pilates pals from a hot Montana. Great session. Love that footwork. Clearly, I needed it. I'm going to do it daily. Brilliant. Well done indeed. Alison Piercy said, I always think how funny it would be if you could see us all wobbling around while you stand there so serene. Maybe just me wobbling, of course. Well, you know what? I used to love that about my live classes, Alison. It was always kind of fun, and you can see with me, I'm a smiley person. I don't take anything too seriously. I take my job seriously, but I think it's really important to enjoy the wobble. If you wobble, smile, laugh. It's all fine. We all wobble. We all lose our balance. You see me lose my balance, and I deliberately never re-edit my videos to take those things out because I want you to see what's real. What's real is nobody can do an exercise without wobbling. You know, we all have it. It's part of who we are. So, but yes, it would be lovely. And you know what, Alison, maybe one day when we're all together in person, in the flesh, for real, we'll be able to do that and have a good giggle about it. I've always said that if I get to 1 million subscribers, I will do a live retreat somewhere in the world where everyone can get to. So that is on the cards, but I need to get to 1 million to be able to afford to do it. So that is the plan. And I say 1 million, that's not £1 million because it's nowhere near that, but 1 million subscribers would get me enough help, if you like, that I could draw in people to help support me and do a retreat somewhere. Probably in the Caribbean, probably, because that feels like that's kind of halfway between all the people that kind of follow this channel. And of course, it's lovely and warm out there. Okay, Stephanie Langton, hello to you, Stephanie. Lovely to see you. Really glad you enjoyed that, and thank you for the good wishes for our holiday. Hello to Jeanette. Jeanette says, hi Rachelette. Hats off to Pilates friends in the hot, humid countries. It's a challenge in the heat, but thank you so much. Have a fabulous holiday too. Thank you very much, Jeanette. Marion Wilkes says, that was awesome. I need to work on my posture. My upper back is so round. So Marion, all these videos, the ones that I do that are standing Pilates with weights or standing Pilates ballet inspired, I do have a playlist called Ballet Inspired, and I've popped in that playlist all the ones I've done that are kind of ballet inspired sessions. But those sessions in particular are really good for strengthening the back and working on your posture. So really, really good for really getting yourself upright, opening out the front of the chest, stretching out the front, because when you're very rounded, you're often very tight in the front of your body. Your chest muscles, your neck muscles are overworking, the head is forward. So look at the ballet inspired sessions. You might find that those will be really helpful for you. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. It's 36, oh, you've got 36 degrees already. Goodness me. No, not good for the heart. You've got to take it really easy, Mariam. And anyone else, remember, heat puts added pressure on your heart. Okay, so it doesn't matter what age you are, you really need to take it easier in the heat. Okay, Sue Wood said that was just perfect for this weather. Thank you. Have a great holiday. Thank you very much, Sue. And Ali says, hello, Rachel. Oh, what a marvelous and wonderful workout. I always love the stretches, which strengthens my core. Thank you so much. You're very welcome and delightful to see you today. Martine says, oh, you're not live this Friday. It is my birthday. Then 65, Martine. Happy birthday for Friday. I won't be here to sing you happy birthday on Friday, will I? Shall I sing you happy birthday now, Martine? Are you still there? I hope so. This is for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Martine. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday for Friday, Martine. Have a lovely, lovely birthday. Marina says, June, I understand how it is to have your name mispronounced. Ever since I've been living in the US, my name has been mispronounced. Do I pronounce it right, Marina? I hope so. Leotie says, a tower fan that rotates. Thank you, Leotie. We have got... we've got one of those, what are they called? Dyson fans. So it's a really like long fan like that. It's like an oval shape, like a small oval like that. And it rotates and blows out very cold air. It's delightful. Boo, she loves it. She sits in front of it. Elaine Rushevsky Charland. I really hope I've said that right. Elaine. Or is that right, Elaine? Hi, Rachel. I love your workouts. Thank you. I love the standing ones as it helps with balance. I rarely do the senior workouts, even though I'm a senior. Too easy. I look forward to the new ones. Well, thank you for sharing that. And that's perfect. It's lovely to have you. Thank you for sending the message, Elaine. And yeah, there is nothing wrong with that. I try and do a mixture of levels and cater for all ages so that you can choose what you feels right for you. So even if you are 70, but you're really fit, you've done Pilates for years or lots of other things, you want to do an intermediate workout, totally fine. It's always up to you. So remember that, everyone. You do what feels right for you. But thank you for sharing that, Elena. It was lovely. I think that's the first time maybe you've sent me a message. It's lovely to hear from you. Martine says she's wearing a wet t-shirt at night because it's 32 degrees. Yes, I use like a wet tea towel on my forehead in the evening because it's so warm. June says, you pronounce my name perfectly. Kowalczyk. Kowalczyk, I've got it, June. You and Kerwin, enjoy your holiday. We're also in a microclimate. Beautiful wineries all around us. Closing your blinds makes a huge difference in house temperature. Yeah, we've got all our blinds closed now, and we're just going to leave it that way until the temperature starts to drop a little. Marion says, I love the workout with the ball. Super, really glad to hear that. That's what you'll be getting this Friday. Jeanette says, put a small towel, oh, this is a good trick. Put a small towel in the freezer, then wrap around your shoulders or head. It feels wonderful. Thank you for that, Jeanette. I'm definitely going to try that one. Stephanie Langton says, although it's 30 degrees in the room I exercised in, the workout was just perfect for us today. My feet feel really good. We'll try and do that one every day. Great. I'm really glad a lot of you have discovered the benefits of just rolling out those feet for a few minutes. Yes, we're all wishing Martine a very happy birthday on Friday. Lots of good wishes coming in for you, Martine. Trigger point ball, there you go. Kerwin has put that trigger point video up for you, everyone. It's there in the chat, so wonderful. Diane Messner says, love the weights like a bonus to a Pilates workout. Enjoy your well-deserved vacation. Any advice for hip flexor pain? Hip flexor pain, Diane, it could be a number of things. So my recommendation is have a look at my video, which is for hip bursitis. That's a very gentle video that kind of lengthens out and gently works around the area of the bursa in the hip. Because you're saying hip flexor pain, and I don't know what your diagnosis is, I hesitate to give you too specific things, but go look at my hip pain videos, so Pilates for painful hips. They will be really good for you. Be very gentle. Remember, if there's inflammation in the hips, you don't want to really overwork them. You just want to gently stretch everything out and gently mobilize them without heavy load. So I would say have a look at my hip bursitis video first of all, because I know that is super gentle, and then have a look at my Pilates for painful hips. Leoty says, I use cans for weights and they rolled away. I had a foot roller at one time. Yeah, you know, the other thing you can do is, I mean, this is a cork ball, but you can use a tennis ball. If you've got a tennis ball around, you can use a tennis ball. If any of you are golfers or have golfers in the family, look, I actually have a golf ball. This is lethal to use. This is what we used to use when I was in studying ballet. It's really like super hard, super painful. So don't do that. But that is an option if you think you could bear it. My suggested option though is start with a tennis ball and then go and get yourself a trigger point ball, which is like this, very solid. So it's a lot more intense. Okay. Okay. Who else have we got here? Kim B says, yes, the foot massage makes an impact. I've been doing the foot massage video recently to help with some foot and ankle discomfort, and it really helps so much. I'm really glad to hear that, Kim. Well done. I really like that video. All those things in that video, I do that with my own feet, because I do have quite a lot of problems with my feet as well, and that's having danced from a very early age, and basically I've wrecked them. So I really have to take good care of them. So there we go. Rasha says, thank you so much, Alex, for all the ones you shared. I'm actually an architect. Oh, okay, but a total Pilates addict. I was hoping for more like a fascia glider to help with the fluid balance and the tension release. Right, I get you. Yeah, I get you. So I think if you want that kind of work, Rasha, the roller work will probably be better for you. The trigger point's really good, and I do roll down, I do glide down the tendons and across the tendons. So I think they'll be quite beneficial. So do, yeah, check those out. But lovely to hear you're an architect. I love architecture. Very impressed. So thank you for sharing that, Rasha. And do let me know how you get on. Diane Messner, thank you so much for your donation. I haven't mentioned it today, everyone, but if you can donate, I so appreciate that, because I have kept this channel free because I really genuinely want to help you all as much as I can. I've been doing Pilates 26 years now. I've been a certified Pilates teacher for 15 years. I'm now a master Pilates teacher. I've studied Pilates for injuries. I've studied Pilates for mature clients. I've studied Pilates for chronic conditions, the shoulder joint, the hip joint. all kinds of chronic pain. So I've done lots and lots of different Pilates, and like Rasha, I am a Pilates addict. I can teach on any piece of Pilates equipment because I have a full certification. So I do actually have reformer, a wonder chair and all that kind of stuff in my own private practice. But I try and translate some of those movements into our mat work. So you will see traditional mat work, but you will also see all those variations like today, which are a lot of them are coming from the other Pilates equipment, and I've adapted them to come off, say, the Cadillac, and then, you know, adding weights instead of springs, etc., etc. Anyway, yes, lots of happy birthdays for Martine. June Kowalczyk will be 74 tomorrow, July 1st, Canada Day. June, you're going to be 74 tomorrow. Now I'm going to have to sing you happy birthday, aren't I? So June, everyone, anyone who's watching, sing along with me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear June. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, June, for tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Tracy Wortman has saying happy birthday, Martine, and have a lovely holiday, Rachel Ann Cohen. Thank you very much indeed. Marina Clarick is saying happy birthday to Martine and June. Kim B is saying to Diane, the happy hips video is the best for hip flexors. Thank you very much for sharing that, Kim. So the happy hips, it's called Pilates for happy hips. Go give that a go. Carla Green says, I can't wait to do this today. Thank you, Carla. I do hope you enjoy it. And yes, lots of happy birthdays to our lovely Pilates community here. So really want to wish Martine happy birthday, and June Kowalczyk a very, very happy birthday. Marina says, oh, don't worry about mispronouncing my last name. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Have a lovely holiday. Thank you very much. And thank you, June. Well, you're very welcome. I do my best. I want to get into singing, so I'm working on my vocal cords, but there we go. Anyway, lovely people, that's it. That's our last live for a couple of weeks. Remember, I will be back live on the 21st of July, but this Friday you will have a new video, which is Pilates core stability with the ball. That's a 40-minute one, and then that will go out at the usual time, 10 o'clock. And then next week, on Monday, you're going to have beginner Pilates for older women. So that is a gentle Pilates session. So if it's really hot, that's going to be good for everyone. And of course, the playlist will go out on Ko-fi each Friday and on YouTube every Sunday. All right, so take care of yourselves. I will be thinking about you all on holiday. I always think about you and think about what can I do to make things better for my lovely community. So I'm just sending you all lots and lots of love. Look after yourselves in the heat, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.